What's going on, everybody? It's Crypto Vision here, back again with another crypto market update. Today's video we're going to be going over AAVE by sub request, and we're also going to be looking at Ethereum, just because Ethereum is kind of the mover of the markets. And then I'm just going to take a peek over at Chainlink. So if you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and leave a comment where you're tuning in from. Leave a comment whether you enjoyed it or what, if you're looking for some other TA, if you're looking for a little bit more, a little bit less, more explanation, whatever you feel like. I appreciate it. So we got AAVE on the chart, so I'm going to say AA. We got AA on the chart. It looks, we're definitely, it looks good. It looks good in the sense that we haven't attempted to break the highs yet, only one time, and we did reject pretty violently. We did reject off this 20-day EMA. So that is today. And so, yeah, some lower prices ahead. If I had to put this up on the fibs, okay, from just a low to a high, where are we? Low to a high, we did come up, reject off that 0.5. Finding support at the 786, which is really good. Let's stay above the 786. We close below the 786. We definitely are going to have some problems. And so let's put this up here. All right, we can invalidate this whole structure. Yeah, we're at the 886 right now of just this impulse move. I'm going to put some levels up on here. Let's go like to 290. 290 is a level of interest, right? And then based off of this is a pretty strong, that's a pretty strong rejection, right? Pretty strong rejection. Let me see where we got up to the, let me see where we got up. This looks like we got up to the 0.382, maybe 0.5. Please don't do this to me, my mouse. Do your job. Do your freaking job, man. Come on. Yeah, just above the 382, wicked above the 382, close above the 236. This is a strong A wave and a weak B wave, ladies and gentlemen. For at least for a double A's over here, I think we might break this structure. So yeah, this 1618, that 289 level. And then I'm going to say down to this 2272. Any area of confluence on this 2272. What about right above the 2272? Right, actually that'll take out this low. Yeah, I like this for the downside. Just because it'll take out this low right here. So market makers, if they're trying to get out as much leverage as possible, it'll take out this low. All right, take out that low. So those are two levels, right? If you definitely break structure, that's kind of where I'm thinking. To the upside, I'll get some levels to the upside. Okay, what structure are we looking at? This is the first time I've looked at it. This looks really good overall, right? This looks really good. Really, oh yeah, you have like a nice cup handle. You coming back and just kind of back testing this breakout zone, right? It's kind of just back testing this breakout zone. This looks really, really, really good. You kind of worked your way up. I'm trying to figure out what we are in currently. Overall, this does look, is this a 1-2 down through here? Let me see this real quick. So 1-2, where did we get up to? We got above the 2618, 3414. I mean, that works as a third wave. What about the third wave? Where did we get on the fifth wave? It's kind of a weak fifth wave, right? A little bit of a stunted fifth wave, especially because you couldn't even close above the 1. You barely got above the 886. That's kind of a weak fifth wave, if you ask me. But it works because we got above the 1. We got above the 786, so it does work, right? You did find resistance right at the 786. Okay, so this could be, your 1, 2, 3, come down on a 4 and a 5th. This could be a setup where this is now, because this doesn't look like anything in particular, right? This just looks like a bunch of 1-2s. 1 2s, right? 1 2s, and then you come down through it. I mean, theoretically, you could have a, what is this from? This is definitely your third. I am not 100% sure. This definitely invalidated a lot. Did it though? Did it though? Why does that always happen to me? These look like 1 2s in here. Overall though, if we're looking at this from a high to a low, okay, from a high to a low, we're going to take this low from over here, take this high. Let's just see where we've gotten. All right, let's see where we've gotten. Okay, as of recent, where did we go? We went wicked right past the 786. We couldn't close above the 786. Okay, we have the 618. Do we find any kind of key? I kind of want to put that green. That's definitely an area you need to get above. I'll put that yellow because that's like your cautionary level. You definitely need to get above 317 to even think about upward prices. Yeah, you kind of got above right through here. You kind of rested on it. Okay. That's good to me. This could be, right? This could be like your bigger first wave, right? 1 2 3 4 5, and you're coming down in another second wave. I'm just not sure. This doesn't look like a fifth wave. This almost looks like just a retracement, right? This almost looks like a retracement. You came up, you didn't close below the 786. This is a huge area you got to get above. Huge area you got to get above. This is almost like, yeah. Once you get above there, you're green. You're golden. Let's see if that matches up with anything. All right, I will do this. November 0.786, and then we'll do November 0.618. There we go. Okay, so we got those levels. So we got some key levels on here. Now let's measure the fib levels from this area right here. Hey, if you liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe for more, leave a comment where you're tuning in from. It really helps out the channel. I appreciate everyone stopping by and helping out. I really do. It's been awesome. It's been freaking awesome. Look at that 0.5 right at that 369. Huge level. Okay. Yeah, I think if we get above, we need to target 373. That's the 786 of this area. We are going to go to, I can leave this yellow actually as well, because that's kind of like your cautionary zone. Once you get above this 786, then you're like, okay, yeah, you get above this 786, right? You are going to target so 12.786, 1618 for sure, 1618. So 527 realistic target, right? Realistic target. Okay. And then 2618, I think the highest you can go, right? Highest you can go theoretically, right, is the 4272, so $900. I don't know if you get to what's your market cap? 4 billion. What are we at now? 300. So 3x. I mean, it's a 3x right now. Yeah, dude, you could. You really could. That's only that's 16 billion. That's not a lot for a crypto in a bull market. All right. So we'll mark these two levels first. All right, those are the two levels. I kind of want to mark this. I want to mark this as a yellow as well, because that's like you need to get above those levels before thinking about these higher prices. So yeah, so you definitely got some higher prices, some good prices up through there. So I'm not going to sell you a bunch of BS. I'm not going to tell you some crazy levels. Those are some of the levels I think you can definitely aspire to and get to. Is there any confluence with the larger fib level correlating with that, right? Extension correlating with that. Look at that 1272 right at there, right at there. So that 527 to 669 definitely definitely attainable. Right, definitely attainable. And then this 901, it is, you are shooting for your 2618. Right, you're shooting for your 2618. I just, I would. So I'm not a financial advisor, not financial advice. If I was in double A's over here, double A baby. If I was in double A's and I was starting to get up to this 1272, I'm starting to take some off the table. Definitely starting to take some off the table. I mean, that is, if we're at right now, I mean, that's a 75% move. That's a pretty solid move. Definitely when you start to get above this 1618 area, right? You're thinking, okay, right, starting to get up to these levels, and then I think the max price that you're gonna see. I mean, it has $1,500 on here. I don't know about that. Look at this. Look at this level right here. Came up. Look at that. Hey, that's why you're. Hey, please sub to the channel, right? This is why we do this. This is why we do this. I did not even look at this previously. Look at that. 669. What is this? 670. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Show me some love, baby. Show me some love, right? So that 670 mark, right? You should be looking to. I would be looking to take some profits, take some off the table, right? Take some off the table. It's what I say, 175% or something like that. 125%. That's pretty good, right? That's a pretty good investment, right? That's a pretty good investment, especially if you're in from right here. If you got in, at the lows down in April, I mean, or even anywhere through around here through this pullback, right? That's a 200% move, right? That's just from right here. So I'm assuming you've been DCAing in, or if you bought the highs, let's say worst case scenario you bought the highs, you're still up 70%, right? 70%. So I'd say, those are the levels to watch. I am going to take this down, and then so those are the levels. Okay. So if you like that video, please leave a like. Hey, if you have other crypto you want me to cover, drop it in the comments, right? Drop it in the comments. I did want to cover Ethereum, just because of what the structure does and what it means to the rest of the altcoins. Okay, so we're kind of in this pennant. We tried to break out, just not happening. But what we are doing is we're interacting with the top aspect of it, top aspect of this trend line, right? This diagonal trend line and this kind of sell zone, right? We're interacting with it without interacting with anything down through here, right? Anything down through here. Right, so that's good. That's very, very, very good, because this sell zone area is getting weaker by the day. We've had a red dot for a while. Fu Manchu, we're looking like we're running out of steam a little bit on selling side pressure. On the RSI, right? We came up, rejected. I didn't color code the RSI for Ethereum. I don't know why. Just a brain fart. Don't ask me. I don't know why, but anyways, so that looks like we want to. I can try to find a area of interest down low that we try to target, like down through here, down through there. Yep, down through there. I'm gonna go a little bit. I'm gonna go right to here. Right, and I'll make that red. Okay. This can be, because this is a trend line. That's why this is the trend line. We can make this yellow. Yellow mellow. Oh, that's the trend line. I'm tripping right now. So I'll go through Ethereum and I'll fix all that up, right? I'm just kind of looking at price action and EMAs. I really wanted to come into this from yesterday, right? We have a red dot on the Fu Manchu, but I mean, look at this, ladies and gentlemen, right? Look at this. We marked this out yesterday. We were saying, hey, we can come down to the 618, possibly to the 2. And what did we do? We came. I mean, the 2618 is at 4269. We came to 4253. So what is that? $16 off, ladies and gentlemen. Right, we actually, if that's not good enough for you, we put this on yesterday, right before this move. What did we come to yesterday? Yesterday the low was at 4265. We're at 4269. $4 off, right? $4 off. So that's why you're subbed to the channel. That's why you get your information from here. It's not biased, it's not BS. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not making money off of anything right now. I'm not even when this channel does get big, because it's gonna get big. No advertisements, not gonna try to send you to get leveraged up. No. I'm making money on this channel. So, but this does look like just you're getting hammered down, right? Hammered down. Whoa, upside down, freaking question mark. Hammered down. So with this, typically you see continuation to the downside. You don't just rally from this, right? Typically you'll see continuation to the downside. Do we have an example of just getting absolutely murdered to the downside? Yeah, something like this, just kind of bled out and went down. So there's some mixed signals right now. I don't trust the market makers in the fact that they routinely fake candles, and so we'll be looking at stablecoin dominance. And so yeah, so for right now we have the levels for Ethereum. We know what levels we need to get above. Okay, we know what levels we need to get above. Let's see here, fib retracement just real quick, throw this on here. Bouncing right off that 786, which is beautiful. Let's start to work our way above the 618. All right, start to work our way above this 618. See what we can do, right? See what we can do. This 5,000. I don't know why it's yellow. It should be green. All right, I don't know why it's yellow. It should be green. That should be another one. Yep, 5.5 right there. Yep, some higher levels that I'm targeting for Ethereum. So we get above 618, we can start to think about moving up, right? Depends how we interact with this 382. So we have the levels to the downside. Those will be on the. Am I gonna put this on the? I could put this on the smaller time frames. Right, I could put this on the smaller time frames. I can change these colors to red. Right, to red. Okay, so those are the levels for Ethereum, right? Levels of interest, levels if I was invested in Ethereum, where you could be looking to add, right? And you could be looking to validate the low that is in, right? So if you have any questions or concerns, leave it in the comments. If you like today's video, hit that like button, subscribe for more. I appreciate all the support. I appreciate your time. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take it easy. Peace.